Let's get started.
Keep the camera. Don't have your head cut off. What's your name, baby?
Crystal.
Crystal, where you calling us from? Where you live?
I live in Houston.
Houston. We coming to Dallas soon. How old are you, Crystal?
I'm 33.
33. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. 33 Virgo. What do you do for a living?
I'm a quality specialist. I work at a biotech company.
Quality specialist. Crystal Houston, 33 Virgo, quality specialist. You have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids.
How old are your 2 kids?
15 and 9.
Okay. What about the same man?
No.
No. Have you ever been married?
33. 2 kids by 2 different men. This is the thing. There are consequences to her actions. The likelihood of her getting a good man isn't that high. It is part of the consequences. Now, I've never said it's impossible. Of course not. But it's not easy. You lessen the chance of actually finding a decent man. Because now you think about this. I've said it. Women, they get worse with age. Right? They don't become a better partner or a viable partner as they age. No. They become harder to deal with. So 33, I'm not too old, but I mean, saying it just adds on to she's getting there as she ages. She just becomes worse and worse to be with. A bigger red flag. Now, 2 kids by 2 different men. What good man will see that? You know what? That's a good woman I want to go with. Sometimes you think about this. Women will wonder, why am I always attracting or sometimes attracted to the terrible man? Well, it's because of your life, right? How your life looks like, what good man is like, I'm attracted to that. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that chaos. Only terrible men, because will want to be a part of that or bother to even try that out because they don't care. Usually in their mindset is like either pump and dump or just, you know what? Add to her body count, add to her, children, right? So they don't care.
No.
So we got Crystal Houston, 33 Virgo, quality specialist, mom to 2 by 2 men, never married. What kind of man you looking for, Crystal?
I'm looking for somebody that's genuine. I want a man that know how to cook. I want a man.
Yo, Just, what's up? This is the thing, right? What woman wants to be necessarily a single mother by, logical choice? No woman, right? Basically. But you gotta think about this. Why I say, in my personal opinion, a lot of women are baby mamas by choice is because you choose to deal with these type of men. Because if he would want to give you a child, he would most likely want to marry you. If he doesn't want to marry you, the idea of you giving him a child is ridiculous in my opinion. Now, this is the point where I don't know your story particularly. I'm just saying that certain women that they have to really vet men properly, and this is, to be honest, you need other people to help you as well. This is the thing where I honestly think women are terrible judge in character. Women are terrible judge in character. I think men are better at it, in my opinion. Generally, I'm not saying, of course, there are, men aren't perfect themselves, or they're not a perfect skill themselves, but more than one person helping you out, judge or vetting potential partners is actually a good thing. Even men, I think men should have other men help them vet partners as well. So, because again, when you deal with partners, you may be blinders on, right? So men and women both the same. You may have blinders on where things that you don't see, things that you ignore, like red flags. So I think that's important for anyone, men or women, to have more than one person, help you vet your partner. So, yeah.
And that is gonna accept me and my children. I don't want to hear like, because I'm used to dating like African men, and sometimes they be like, oh, I'm just gonna tell people you got one kid or something like that. I need somebody that's gonna accept both of my kids, that's gonna accept me. I just want somebody that's just a good person all in general, that goes to church. I just want a good man that's gonna make me happy.
Okay. So you mentioned you want the man to know how to cook. Some women say, I want that too. So do you want him to be the sole cook, or would you cook, or how does that work?
I'm gonna cook, but I need somebody that's gonna cook as well, because I don't want a man that's always, oh, I haven't, because I've been, the guys I've been dating, they be like, I haven't ate, so what you gonna cook? Like sometimes I come home after a long day of work, and then they be like, oh, they be there, and then they like, I haven't ate nothing, and I'm like, can you cook something for yourself? Because I'm tired. I already ate. So
I got you. Let me ask you this. Do you expect the man to pay all the bills of the house?
no.
Oh, okay. Because I think sometimes, and we are living in a different time where back in the day the men paid all the bills, right? So it was expected of women to cook all the time because that was basically your job. You cook.
Exactly.
Now we have women who also work, and you're saying you work and you will also contribute to the bill. So you would
Yeah.
need a man. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So at least we also understand that she's gonna contribute. That's why she cannot cook all the time. What are some deal breakers?
I don't like a guy who smokes it. Weed.
Yo, Just, yeah. That's interesting. I do think that women don't help out women, right? Women, even if it's your mom, it's like they don't necessarily have good perspective anyway, in my opinion. So you know, uh, this is why I wish women will not be so triggered, right? Be so triggered and emotional about the men's space content, right? I think women actually would benefit more from actually listening to other men, in my opinion, right? I think women would benefit to actually having more male friends. I also think that women, let's say, I don't know if you guys know, but like Kevin Samuels, I think women benefited from listening to a man like that. So I honestly think women would benefit more from actually listening to men's content. But that's my opinion.
Is okay, but cigarettes, I can't.
Okay.
No more than, I got 2 baby daddies, so no more baby mamas.
Do you want more kids?
I do, yeah, I do.
Okay. But he can have kids, just no more than two baby mamas.
Yeah, no more than 2 baby mamas, no more than 3 kids, because
Okay.
yeah, no more. Hygiene. I'm big on hygiene. I like a guy to smell good. If they don't smell good, I can't. And that's about it.
Okay. And should he look a certain way?
I like dark skinned men. I'm not really into bright skinned guys. It's just not my thing. I like dark skin, and it has to be maybe like above 5'8", 5'9", because I'm 5'6". So I would prefer somebody a little bit taller than me.
Okay, a little bit taller than you. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Maybe like 70,000 and up.
Okay, 70K.
That's still above average, man. It's like this is ridiculous. That's still above average man. 70. It's ridiculous. You don't need someone to pay your bills. So why? This is the thing where I am flabbergasted with women. Just say that I don't care as long as he pays his bills, he has no financial troubles, he has a stable job. That's it. That's all that matters, right? Because again, if you say that you don't need a man to pay your stuff, why care how much he makes? All you need to care about is that he's a stable job. He doesn't beg or ask for money. He can pay his bill, no problem. That should be it, in my opinion, right? So you can have a bigger pool. I mean, yeah. What does he get for? I mean, this is the thing. I've always said this too. If you're a man that makes over 60K, you are an above average man. So already know that, again, you've done better than most men. So you should have standards equal to that.
Should he be in Houston?
If he's willing to, he don't have to be in Houston now, but if he's willing to relocate, I don't want to relocate. So,
Let's do the Kendra Cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Oh, okay. Let me hold him up.
Okay. Let me see these pants. I gotta see your pants. Oh, you got on shorts. Woo, woo. I love shaking that booty, child. Crystal, when was your last relationship?
It's been about like January. Well, May.
May. Okay. May. No, before I came over.
This is the thing with women, right? And here's my opinion too, because I think women are lazy. And you know what? People want to be lazy, right? I think women have standards for men because they hope men will eventually take up all their adult responsibilities. You don't know how many stories I hear of women, once they have a kid, once they have this man's child, they want to stay home. They don't want to go to work. Or they don't want to be forced to have to work to pay bills. So a lot of women have these requirements for men because they want options. They want the ability to, you know what? If I want to work, I can. If I don't want to work, I don't have to. That's the thing with, I see that a lot, especially with marriages, right? Where you pick a man where, you know what? He can provide for the family if need be. A lot of times I've heard this a lot, especially modern day marriages where women will choose to stay at home. They don't want adult responsibilities. So I think that's it. It's one of the reasons why they have the certain standards for certain men to have, like, let's say, make a certain amount. So eventually, if need be, they don't need to have to pay bills, have to pay for trips, have to use their money, use their effort and time and energy, whatever, to contribute to that. I mean, that's what I've heard. I've seen a lot. So,
Let's get to this question. I skipped it on Facebook. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last night.
Who you sleep with last night, Crystal?
The guy that I was dating. The guy that I was.
Then why you calling me? Why can't y'all just be together?
Cause he crazy.
Then why you having sex with him if he crazy?
Because like Houston is too many. Everybody it's too many people sleeping. I don't like to sleep around like that, so I'm just dealing with him until I find somebody. I mean, not find somebody else, but I don't want to sleep with.
I think like sometimes people, you gotta understand is while you keep sleeping with him, you might not find nobody else because you have filled up the space for somebody else to occupy it.
Yeah, but I already know what it is. I can't be with the person and
this is the thing. Yes, it is nasty. This is the thing with women where I'm talking about consequences of your actions. What good guy is gonna, like, let's say I want to go on a date with you. I want to go on a date with you. Right after, but the day before, you just let a man enter you. So yeah, good men will say, oh, that's worth wifing up. That's worth getting in a relationship with. When she just had sex with another man that she doesn't want a relationship with. And this is the thing. Okay, if I take you on a date, will I get to have sex with you tonight? She'll most likely say no. So, a man that you don't want a relationship with, you will give your body to. But the men that will try to get a relationship from you, you will make him wait. This is the thing where what logical man will see like, wow, why am I even bothered? Why am I putting the effort in of trying to get a relationship with you where, you know what? I have to wait for any gratification while you will give gratification to men that you don't want a relationship from. That don't make sense. Again, what type of men will deal with that is the men that will just want to pump and dump. The men will that see you as a game, see you as just a notch on their belt. So women like this will unlikely attract good men. They will attract the men that they have consistently been attracting, right? The terrible men, the men that just wants to hit it and quit it.
I understand that, but I want you to get this. While you are still having sex with your ex, it's going to be hard for you to attract the type of man that you say you want because you're still entertaining energy that you don't want. And I think this is where it gets, listen, ladies, first of all, I want to say I'm sympathetic. I do want to say I'm sympathetic. But if y'all really want a certain type of guy, you're going to have to learn sexual discipline. It's going to be very important because as long as you keep.
And this is the insanity, right? This is the insanity. Please know this. Women cheat just as much as men, if not more, because women are better at hiding, at manipulating, than men are. So they most likely cheat more than men. And yet women consistently and constantly talk about men having no sexual discipline. They always want it and all that shit. Here's a woman that, and women do this constantly, okay? I've seen it and I've heard stories where they will, like they're in a relationship and the sex dries out. The sex dries out with their partner, yet they can cheat on their partner to have sex with another man. This is the thing where it amazes me that women choose, it's like they have no self-control, and yet they say that men don't. No. This is the thing, right? It's person. It's the character of a person. You can't make this shit up, right? This is the thing with women, where the ridiculousness of it. It flabbergastes me where women can only see it from their side, never see it from the men's side, because this is ridiculous. That you can say that you have no sexual discipline, or you can say that men don't. And yet, you're no different. You're no better.
Opening up your legs to the men who you know you cannot build a future with, you are going to stop. And it's a law of attraction. That man that you can build a future with is not going to come into your area. You want to attract him.
I know. I know. I already know all these things.
Then why you still? Then why you?
And it's not like a consistent thing. It's just like, I haven't seen him since like May, so it's just kind of like.
And let me say this. Let me say y'all this. I hate stuff like this, and I told women this advice before. This is your ex-boyfriend, right? If you know you ain't ready to leave your ex yet, don't even break up the relationship, because you don't ever want your ex to know that you really don't got no other option besides him. So you broke up with him in May, and now you gave him some last night. So all you taught him was, she don't really got nobody else. So now he got the best of both worlds. Now, I don't know why you broke up with him, but you broke up with him for a reason, right? So whatever that reason is, now he's technically single. So now he learns that he can have this single life and sleep with any other woman, and then still sleep with you at times when he wants to, or when you want him. So it's like you just gave him a win-win. You don't ever want your ex to know you ain't got no other option.
He knows I got options.
Well, if you got options, why are you still having sex with him?
Because I don't want to sleep with nobody else.
Then you don't have no other options. You gotta understand how men. Y'all gotta start understanding how.
Exactly, and this is why, right? I've had women say, "Why don't you hold men accountable? Why don't you hold men accountable? Why?" One, the world does hold men accountable, and men do hold men accountable. But why is it pointless to hold certain men accountable? Let's say the cheaters, the toxic men, the men that are the Pookies, the Ray Rays, right? The players, the bad boys. Why is it pointless to hold these men accountable? Exhibit A. Women take away accountability from the terrible men. Women will take accountability away from the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Okay? She breaks up with the man, left him, and still gives him her body. So, this man doesn't have to have a relationship with her, and he still has access to her. So, let's hypothetically, she broke up with him for a reason, like, Kendra said, and yet that reason matters what? He still gets the box without no real responsibilities. He doesn't have to be a faithful boyfriend. He doesn't have to be a boyfriend. He still gets to have sex with her. And this happens a lot for the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the bad boys, the cheaters, the toxic men. Because women will still have kids with these men. Women will still have sex with these men. Women will still desire these men. This is why it is pointless for a lot of times men to hold these types of men accountable. Because again, men like this will still get the woman. And when you get the woman, you pretty much won the prize, right? You get to have sex with a lot of women. You get to have sex with good-looking women. You just get to have sex with women. While good men, they don't have that kind of access. So who are you to hold these men accountable when essentially these men are winning? These men are getting access to women. So why would good men who aren't really getting that much access to women hold these types of men accountable? What's the point? This is the thing where women can't understand. You are the ones who are making these situations terrible. Okay? And here's the thing, second one. It is crazy that women think that they have options when they technically, if you don't exercise any options, do you really have options? You don't.
Men look at shit. And yeah, maybe take you out on a date, but he probably know you a good woman, like you told us. You don't want to sleep with everybody. So you already slept with him, so you're going back to him. So what you're telling him is he still got a hold of you, and he's not even your boyfriend. Was he ever your boyfriend? Be honest.
Yeah.
Why did you break up with him?
We just argued a lot and had a lot of disagreements. Like, if I say left, he say right. It was just like a lot of arguing over nothing. So I couldn't.
Look, the men are getting mad at me because I'm putting the women on the game. But no, women, y'all need to understand this game. So now what you taught him, for whatever reason, you broke up with him. So now he's technically free. But because y'all haven't learned sexual discipline, he knows, men know, women get that. Women have sexual desires too. So it's been 3 months. You had that itch. You made whatever the case may be. Y'all laid back up. So now he like, I got her. What's the point? What do you mean? No, he slept with you last night, boo. He got you, whether you want to admit it or not.
Yeah, he slept with me, and then I went about my way. I didn't stay the night or nothing. I got what I wanted and then left.
So you don't understand how this is to his advantage and not yours?
I mean, he's been reaching out the whole time, and I haven't went back. I do what I want to do. It's when I want to do it.
But I know, and a lot of women really feel this way. Like, you're speaking for a lot of women right now, but you have.
And look at this, right? That mentality that she has is masculine. Masculine. Like, I got my nut off. I'm good now. Really? This is the thing, right? Again, why? This is the thing where women can. I've said this in the beginning. Why, as women age, they become worse to deal with because of this. Things like this, personality, trauma. You now become actually the man, right? You became the man. Okay? Where you view sex as, let me just get my nut off. It's like, it's that mentality. You're broken. You're broken. When you don't view sex as a connection with someone you love, as just something that, I just want to get my nut off, you are pretty much a man, and you're broken as a woman. Your femininity is gone. Okay? It's gone, or it's broken, or it's like teetering on a cliff. So what good man, right, in his masculinity wants to deal with this? It's like, this is the thing what women understand. Why women now. This is the thing with the consequences of a lot of women, and I see this more and more again with today's day and age. Women are becoming men, right? Women are becoming men, and what you think is going to happen because you are becoming men, you will have a hard time finding men. Because again, what man, unless you're gay, wants to deal with other men? This is the thing. You are just a man with a box. That's it. So, yeah.
I think what women are missing is you're not right. Like you see, I see what you're saying, but no, you're not winning by saying I get it when I get it. You don't want him. You want something long term. You just said you want a person that's going to accept you and your children. You want to build a life with somebody. And by thinking that you got this power over your ex and y'all just have sex when you feel like it, what you're failing to realize is you're blocking the real man that you desire, because the real man that you desire ain't gonna go for this shit. And the real man that you desire that's watching this is putting you in a category of, okay, she wanted it. Like, let's say we get into an argument, now she want to go back to her ex. Like, I don't. So I think women gotta learn this. Like, if you have an ex and you break up with him, I don't care if it's a year later. All you're teaching him is you don't really have another option.
This is the thing where I love Kevin Samuels because you're be direct. Being sympathetic, trying to be nice. No, I would have said that's it. You're done. It's either, you know what, find situationships, or, you know, the old saying, buy a dog and die alone. Because this is the thing. Like, her mindset, she's broken. Broken as a female. Broken as a feminine woman. She's broken. Right? What good man, I say this, what good man will be attracted to this? I'm sorry, only terrible men would. Only men that just wants to see you for sex. Only men that would, you know what, I want to get in a relationship with you, and I'll probably cheat on you. Because again, you're not worth that. This is the thing where should be direct, because this woman's mindset has already broken. Years of trauma, 2 baby daddies, and she's probably done with plenty of other men, right? All those trauma, the walls, those life experience she's done has just made her more of a man. Made her give her walls, give her trauma in life, have a wrong perspective. And yes, masculine. She's developed masculine traits, right? The strong trait to deal with the world because of trauma she's been through. Now she just views a man as like, a woman that views sex, right? A woman that views sex as, let me just get a nut off from pretty much just any man, essentially, is a broken woman. It's a broken woman. Okay?
But we're gonna keep going. I want you to get that though. I want you to get that part. I want all women to get that. And here's the deal, ladies. Start. I know we be emotional, but sometimes you gotta be logical. If you know in your heart of hearts that you in a situation and you ain't ready, like in 2 weeks you're gonna go right back to it, figure it out before you break up with him. Because you don't ever want a man to think that you just gonna tolerate anything. I'd rather him think you just stupid and don't know what's going on than to think that you ain't got no other option and he your only option. Now he really gonna treat you bad. But that's another conversation. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
3 flaws I have to work on. I think I need to work on like my attitude a little bit. Like sometimes if I'm frustrated, I'm very blunt. Let me just say that. I just go straight to the point. I don't like to beat around the bush. I can probably work on that, like how I say, not what I say, how I say it. I can work on.
Yeah, this is also a thing where I feel bad for black men. And again, I've said this before. I've dated predominantly black women. I really feel bad that a lot of black women are so quick with attitude. So quick with treating you, talking to you, talking down to you, right? Giving you attitude. And like I said, I've dated a lot of black women. Because again, coming from a pretty much a single mom household, two sisters, I thought the whole strong, independent woman was the type of woman that I should go for, right? This is a lot of what men grew up with, right? Especially nowadays, where I thought, you know what, I should be attracted to the strong, independent woman. Well, that backfired because those type of women are so masculine, are so hard to be with. It is terrible, and I think a lot of black men have to deal with that predominantly in their culture because, like I said, I date predominantly black women, so I see that more often than not, and I feel like practically every woman, every black woman, every woman that you see on Kendra, say one of the things that they have to fix is attitude, right? Attitude, how they talk to men, how they treat men, right? And I just think that's sad.
And that's something else I can work on. Maybe my communication. I can communicate a little bit better.
I do. I feel like I went hard, but I want to say this. I went hard because I'm talking to you, but really what you're doing, a lot of women do. So this is an overall, we were having an overall woman conversation because I think a lot of women and girls miss that point and don't realize how sometimes it can hurt them. But so I know you're the person on the screen, but that was a message for not just you, for a lot of people. Crystal, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a good person. Shut up. I like to I'm fun to be around. I'm not gonna like when I'm dating somebody. I like to travel and have fun and just like enjoy life. I'm not really like a confrontational person. I have good energy.
You're not a confrontational person. You just said you constantly were arguing with your last man. Sounds confrontational to me. Attitude? A woman is. She just said she had attitude. So really, it sounds like you're confrontational. And you being a nice person. What about you? What about that is nice? Like you just. It's like what? This is the thing with women. They really just want to give generic answers. And you traveling, how's that make a man want to be with you?
I don't need nothing from a man, so I come with the whole package. Like I have everything. I don't need money. I'm not looking for somebody to take care of me. Overall, I'm just a good person.
So when you say you don't need anything from a man, you're talking about finances.
Yeah, financially, yeah.
So you think a man is only good for finances?
No, I'm just saying because some women only want like they look for guys that make money to take care of them. I don't.
Right, but
I'm not looking.
But okay, so we got another thing we got to change in our language. A lot of women do this too. When they say they don't need a man, they're talking about money because they might have their own way to pay their way. But there's other values to a man. And I also believe this. When you say you don't need a man, what happens is you keep attracting men you don't need, right? If you say, I need a man because I need a man to protect me, my family, I need a man.
In my opinion, personal opinion, okay, good men are natural and want to be providers and protectors. That's my opinion, right? My opinion purely. Where if you're a good man, you want to provide and protect. Women that say they don't need you but want you, in my opinion, they will switch up. They will switch up because they will want you until they don't want you anymore. That's the thing. Again, like I said, it's my opinion. Women will want you until they don't want you anymore. Until they want someone else. Okay? They find someone else better. That's my opinion. So, honestly, good men seeing the women that don't need them, but just want them right now, I've dealt that. These strong, independent women that just want you, but they will want you until, you know what, they don't want you anymore. Because again, you have no usefulness in their life. Because they don't need you. You're not essential, right? You're not essential to their life, they will stop wanting you because they never needed you to begin with. And I honestly believe stuff like that, women that say that they want you but don't need you, in my opinion, aren't worth good men's time. Because again, women like that will switch up. They will switch it up, in my opinion. And like I said, men, I keep on saying it, but yes, it's my opinion. Good men, they want to feel needed. They want to feel like they are actually have a purpose. I think a lot of men want to be the structure of their household, like be the provider, protector, right? Be essential in the life of their partner, the life of their family. So this is the thing why men in the past have worked themselves to the bone to provide for their family, so they know that they're needed, that their family cannot function without them. That's my opinion, because I think a lot of men nowadays are purposeless. They have no goals, they have no direction, they have no purpose in life. Because yes, women don't need men. Women don't need men nowadays. They just want them. They don't need them. So a lot of men feel like, one of my like, she will want me until she don't want me anymore. She doesn't need me for anything. So I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about. But
man to be a part of my life. Like, these things are important to me. I need a man to show up for me in the times I can't show up for myself. I need a man for when I'm sick, that he's there for me. That changes the need, right? And now you can start attracting that. So when men come into your life that don't fulfill those things, they get X'd out, because now you know what you need and they can't fulfill it. So I think that's another thing too. Women, stop saying you don't need a man because you got the money, because you got the finances. No, it's okay to say, no, I need a man. I want a protector. I want someone I can share my life with. I want someone that can be there for me. So I need those things. And it's okay to admit that, because as soon as that you can admit that, then you can start attracting that. So when the men who are coming into your atmosphere don't fulfill those needs, then they go. So we got to change that. We got to stop saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, because God's going to give you what you say. Okay, your wish is my command. I'm going to keep sending you men you don't need. I love you. I want to say this. I love you because I feel like I don't want you to feel bad, right? I don't want you to feel bad.
yeah, Alvi, you are amazing. Thank you for always, jumping in alive. You're amazing. Thank you.
And I feel like this is a woman conversation right now. You're just a woman on the screen.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to you because you're on the screen, but I'm really talking to a lot of women that need to get that message.
Right. When I say need, like, I don't need like financially, but I do want a man. Like, it's
Well, then you got to start saying that, because I host a show, and every time a woman says she doesn't need a man, she's always talking about money. And I'm trying to get women to understand there's other needs of men than money. And most women just say that when they have money, like, I don't need a man. And again, words are so powerful, so that's what you're going to get. But you do need a man. You need a man to be there for you. You need a man when your day is bad, someone that's going to be there that you can talk to. You need a man that can show up for you the way you want to show up for him. Like you just said, you work hard. It's okay to say you need a man. And once you can be that vulnerable and accept that, then you'll start attracting that. And when the men come into your atmosphere that don't fulfill the needs that you have, then you'll be turned off. They won't even be attracted to you.
right.
But let's do this. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I'm not.
All right, Chris. So that name is definitely taken. So do you have a favorite number?
24.
24. So you gotta download the app.
I think it's, to be honest, let me say this, right? It's not impossible for women to change their perspective and their ideology in life. It's highly unlikely. Women are, in my opinion, the most stubborn gender, right? They're the most stubborn gender, in my opinion. So really, sadly, women like this they're not going to change. They're not going to change. They will still be, most likely destined to be side chicks, destined to be, hit on by the Pookies and the Ray Rays. It's just a sad thing with a lot of these women that they have put themselves in a niche that, you know what, are perfect for the Pookies and the Ray Rays, the bad men, the toxic men, the players, the bad boys. Because again, good men don't see this generally as good partners. Because women like this will only bring you chaos, will only break your heart, will only hurt you. So, yeah. What do you guys think?